Hey, what do you say it is our 1 year plus one episode show? I don't even know what that means. I'm going to give you guys a full disclosure right now. I'm tired. I'm super tired. I'm mentally burnt out. And the Bruins just went to overtime with the New York Islanders while we record in the Stanley Cup Finals. My name's Tommy Paradise.
It's showtime, folks. It's your boy DJ. You could probably, if you're watching on YouTube, you could see the sunlight still coming through my window. But I'm feeling pretty good. I'm almost done, I'm almost out for the summer with my day job. So, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I got that little burst of energy mentally.
We're going to miss you next week, man, when we're hanging out in Baltimore.
Man. But that's all right. I'm gonna get to. I gotta. We gotta do something. To get the whole crew together again.
Absolutely. You got the drip flowing, man. Oh, this is the Run-In podcast, by the way. I don't know if I said that part, but
I think we always jump right into it, which is I love that about this show.
But do you got the drip flowing tonight or what, man?
I do, man. I do the drip. For our folks that just came in and started joining us, that is Proper 12 ginger beer and cranberry, shaken not stirred.
Nice. I've got a Raise Energy, which is now a proud sponsor of the Run-In podcast. I'm rocking the Apollo flavor. It's a little red, white, and blue action. I slacked
Apollo Creed's trunks, huh?
Exactly. I totally slacked this week, and I was supposed to get all the information on how you guys can save money on buying Raise Energy drink. I'll have that for you guys next week. Next show, I will have that for you guys. So we have a discount code at their website, and I don't remember what it is. It's not just REN10. I gotta go on there and try to figure it out, and I tried to do it right before we did this, and I screwed it up. So
hooray! And I need some. I got a road trip coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. So we will get you all that stuff taken care of before our next episode. It'll also be on runinpod.com, our brand spanking new website. Excuse me. Make sure you check that out. All our discount codes are up there, which I think is huge. I think a lot of podcasts don't have a centralized spot for all their discount codes. So you're like, wait, what was that code I was supposed to use? And this show is brought to you by Figure Collections. Make sure you go to figurecollections.com/shop, and you can pre-order all the brand new retros.
The hot fix.
And they've got Cella announced a brand new member of their roster, brand new figure coming from their line that we will talk about a little bit later on in the show. But yeah, definitely check out figurecollections.com/shop. He's also got some exclusive videos, some exclusive YouTube videos coming to his YouTube channel very, very soon. So keep an eye out for those. We appreciate the shit out of Jack over at figurecollections.com. We also appreciate Buy, Sell, Trade Toys. Last week, he's now given us a prize to give away every week. We gave away an Adam Cole fan takeover from an Amazon exclusive. We gave away the Black Ranger Power Ranger. We gave away we're giving away, actually, this last week, we gave away Bobby Fish Elite, which I believe is the chase that he is giving away. All you had to do is retweet. All you had to do is retweet our pinned tweet out there on Twitter, or share to our Instagram story, who you are, or the fact that you're listening to our show. This week's winner of the Bobby Fish Elite is PDJM11 over there on Twitter. Peter Mendoza, shoot us a DM and we will get you hooked up with that the Bobby Fish Elite 79. Thank you for retweeting, everybody who's been sharing. This week's prize is a 3-pack of Pokemon booster packs. You can't even get those in the store right now because Target and Walmart won't sell Pokemon cards. So
nope.
People
have been acting a fool.
Yeah, people have been acting real dumb. Somebody is going to win the booster packs for Pokemon. 3 packs he's giving away. So all you got to do is retweet our pinned tweet with our brand new episode here. We're going to cover Double or Nothing a little bit later on. Of course, we got all the wrestling news, all the TV news. We got a new feature for you guys since we're 1 year old now. Make sure you hit up prowrestlingtees.com/runinpod. Buy yourself a shirt. Thanks to everybody who bought a shirt during the Memorial Day sale. You can also follow us on Twitter at Run-In Podcast. That's where you can find the pinned tweet to retweet to win that prize. And on Instagram, it's at the Run-In Pod, and that is where you can find the episode post. You're going to want, usually it's 4 pictures with our logo on it or a picture with our logo on it. Share that to your story and tag us in it, and we will get you all hooked up. You could be walking away with one. Actually, we'll give you all 3 booster packs of Pokemon cards. I know my kid is going to want to sign up to Twitter to win that. So.
Yeah, we're crazy giving away this stuff, but yeah.
I know. Appreciate Buy Sell Trade Toys giving us something every week to give away. He's also doing Toy Con if you're here in Connecticut. CONN. It's a play on words. Saturday, June 19th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. American Legion Post 127, 630 Grassy Hill Road in Orange, Connecticut. It's a toy, comic, video game, and collectible show featuring G.I. Joe, Star Wars, Pokemon, Battle Beast, Beyblade, wrestling, video games, Funko Pops, modern DC and Marvel, import toys, and video games, Masters of the Universe, toys from the 80s, 90s, and so much more. Buy, Sell, Trade Toy will have a booth set up there, and he said that if you go there and you use the code RUNIN in person, he'll give you that 10% off. And if you haven't checked out his Instagram page lately, make sure you do it. He's got all kinds of fire up there. That's our plug for Buy, Sell, Trade Toys, our boy, hooking us up with a prize every single week to give away here on the pod. We don't have any Kenny corrections this week because Kenny was on the show last week.
That's right.
Thanks to everybody who listened to our 1 year anniversary extravaganza, and everybody, of course, who shared it as well.
And if you did, you should go back and listen to it. It's some good stuff.
Yeah, we had some good conversations, some good fun on there. So make sure you definitely check that out. You can also watch it on YouTube on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/the Run-In Podcast. You'll get your all our episodes plus some bonus videos. DJ made a little trip. We'll talk about that a little bit later on in the show, but we got a live vlog of that. We'll put up on the YouTube channel. And then, of course, I'm going to Baltimore for the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast Live 8. I'm going to be hanging out with Kenny, Mike Lanham, and of course the Hot Take Kid Phil Gentile, and we're all going to be vlogging, and we're going to put it all together into one vlog and get that all out there on our YouTube channel. So stay tuned for that. If you're not subscribed, make sure you are subscribed so you don't
promises not
miss
to jump in front of a wrestler and start dancing.
Yeah, I'm not going to be jumping in front of D'Lo's face or anybody's face like I did at the last
promises.
one. I promise. So, man, these Bruins are giving me a heart attack. I know you got the Lakers game coming up. This is going to be a very interesting episode as we're both trying to watch our teams here in the playoffs. The Bruins.
If you're watching on YouTube, you're going to see us turn our head a few times.
Oh yeah,
it's going to happen.
The Bruins are in the first overtime, tied 1-1 with the Islanders right now as we record.
This is 7, right? This is game 7?
No. It's game 3.
Game 3. Okay.
Series is tied 1-1. It's only game 3.
All right. So. But I mean, overtime with NHL though is
sudden death, man.
It's golden goal, right?
Yep. All it takes is one bad bounce. So, yeah. Let's. You ready to jump in the ring here, DJ? I feel like we flew through that beginning, but I said I want to get this show done quick. I'm happy to be here, but I want to get it done quick. I'm burnt the F out. All right. So as I said,
man, we got some wrestling to talk about. So yeah, we better jump in the ring here.
Let's do it. Lots of wrestling talk on the docket here tonight. Let's talk Double or Nothing. Let's give our full review of Double or Nothing. DJ, I'll be honest with you, man. My initial reaction here, I watched it late. I didn't watch it live. I had some stuff going on over Memorial Day weekend.
Same.
I did not watch the buy-in, but I watched everything else. I got to be honest with you, man. That first match of Hangman Page and Brian Cage, as soon as the music hit and the crowd is making noise and you realize you're watching wrestling in front of a live crowd again, man, did I have some chills. And I know everybody's expecting me to shit on AEW. I got nothing bad to say about this pay-per-view, to be honest with you.
No, you got to give them their flowers when they do it.
Yes,
that's what this show is about. Like,
I've got one complaint that we'll get to, but man, they started out with a banger with Hangman Page and Brian Cage. There was a lot of good stuff in this match.
Yeah.
Give me your thoughts, man, on this match. Chat me up, if you will, as our boy Conrad would say.
I love it. I definitely think this match was to get Hangman back into the conversation as one of the top singles wrestlers. Like that's what I felt in this match, and he totally deserves it. But he totally deserves it. He should be in the conversation. He should be in the conversation for TNT or TBS title or the world title. Like it's time. Like he's too talented of a wrestler, and that's what this was kind of a statement for that.
I agree, man. I thought it was a great match. Great way to start. There was actually, I've never been a huge Brian Cage fan, and there was some stuff that he did in that match that I was like, oh, okay. I loved when he tried to do, I forget the name of Adam Page's move, where he the buckshot, and Brian Cage tried to do it, and then he kind of stumbled. I thought that was all really good. Like he was he was showing that he couldn't do that move.
Right.
Even though he was trying, obviously. I just thought there was a lot of good stuff up and down in this.
They told a story.
Exactly. It's told a story. Next match was AEW Tag Team Championship, Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston versus the Young Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not shitting on this match. The match overall was great. I still don't understand why Moxley and Kingston are together when they could be. You could definitely take Kingston and put him in the TNT title picture. You could take Moxley, obviously, keep him in the world title picture. And then you have the Young Bucks doing a million different things. With the tag teams that they have in AEW, you didn't need to make this fake tag team of Mox and Kingston. And Kingston with his Bad News Bears jersey on. But I thought the match actually overall, I thought the match overall really was good. I got really nothing bad to say about it, except I'll be honest with you guys, and this has nothing to do. Oh shit, Bruins won 2-1. Let's go, baby. Series is Bruins are up 2-1 in the series. They win in overtime. 2-1. LFG, baby. Yeah, let's go. Let's fucking go. Sorry. All right. Back to this match.
Yeah.
I don't like the Young Bucks like that, and that has nothing to do with them being in AEW.
No,
it's the fact that they're in AEW. I just don't like them.
Right. No, it's just I'm not a fan of their style. I think I've probably said it on the show before. I'm just not. I'm not gonna. If you are a fan of the Bucks and you like this type of wrestling, I'm not gonna I'll never yuck somebody's yum. I'll just say that, right? But I just don't get it. I don't there's a few spots that happen in Young Buck matches that don't make sense to me. Like you're in a fight and for example, I'll give you the perfect example. There was a spot where they did Moxley, was about to do a reverse suplex on one of the Jacksons, and he so he has him around his, he's grabbed him around his waist. That guy grabs his brother around his waist, and then they go back for the double suplex, the double reverse suplex. Why? So it's why? So that's why I'm see, that took me out of the match. So something always happens in all of their matches where okay, that took me out of it. Why? You made this big move for no reason. There was no reason for the move, and the setup didn't make sense. And that you're in a fight. So that's why I don't like the Young Bucks right there.
Yeah, I can't get into them. I've never been a huge fan of them, and I just can't get into. I wanted to like them. I'm like, oh, these guys, these guys are.
They look good.
Yeah, they look good. They can do their thing, but their style does not.
Like a mix of the Rockers and the Rock and Roll Express, and
so
they look good, but once you watch the match, something always happens that takes me out of the match.
Yep. Next up was a Casino Battle Royale. This is where things got slow for me a little bit. I thought this was what's the word I'm looking for? I just thought it was not smooth. It was rough, a little rough,
and not quite a cluster.
Yeah, there was a lot going on. It seemed it did actually. I'll be honest with you. To me, it sounded like a clusterfuck, or seemed like a clusterfuck.
Leo looked
But
good.
Leo, I was gonna say, what'd you think about Leo Rush coming back? And I like that Jungle Boy got the win.
Yes. Yeah, I think the correct person won. It's let's get Jungle Boy's over. So let him get some shine.
Yep.
I didn't this is the one time I didn't like Penta's outfit.
You didn't like it? I liked it. And I was in I'm scrolling through the major wrestling figure podcast group. And everybody's like, oh, we need that figure. We need that figure. We need that figure. There was literally like 15 posts in a row of everybody saying they needed that goddamn figure.
You're gonna have to talk to Warner Brothers about that. But yeah.
Right.
I didn't like it. Just no. I feel like we already saw it with Ray. Exact same almost. I go with even though I know the Joker is he's a legendary character, so I get everybody wanting to do something of Joker and the women wanting to do something with Harley Quinn. But I feel like with Penta you can go Killmonger, and there's a bunch of different directions you can go into with his style of lucha gear. So that's why I just it wasn't original enough for me.
Yeah, I didn't hate it. I kind of was like you, where it was like, this has been done before.
Right.
Like we've seen this before. We don't need this.
Gargano, he comes out, he likes Marvel as well. He likes comic book stuff and he mixes it up. We saw a Logan, we saw an Iron Man, we saw, so mix it up. There's a lot of characters out there.
Yeah, I did like seeing Leo Rush. I hope he gets his second chance and does some good stuff.
He signed somewhere right after this, right after the
did he?
over. Yeah, he signed with a company. I off the top of my head I can't remember.
He didn't sign with AEW?
No, he did not.
That's so weird to me that they put these guys on. Oh yeah, he signed in New Japan 2 days ago.
There it is. So yeah, and it looks like we're starting to get a little bit. We're gonna, when we get to wrestling news, we can talk about it more. But I think wrestling is about to get a little bit more fluid with where wrestlers are gonna be. I think we're slowly gonna go back to basically how it was with the territories. So I'll talk about that when we get there. But yeah, so he's in New Japan.
Let's keep rocking through the pay-per-view here. Cody Rhodes versus Anthony Ogogo. Man, Cody Rhodes just can't lay down for anybody, huh?
I really like Anthony Ogogo. I really like that character. I like, yes, the accent adds something. I will admit that. I just don't like his finisher. I think they should find him a better finisher. I think that should be a setup. That should be just like the Superman punch is a setup to the spear, right? So I think the big body punch should be a setup to something else, not that the guy has to quit the match because he got hit in the liver. Let's, come on. Yeah. But other than that, I love the character. I think this would have been a great place to have Cody put him over. And then him using, I do kind of cringe at a little bit of him using the American Dream name. And that promo is not, it didn't feel like it feels not too, not all the way good. I'll just say.
I get he's trying to pay tribute to his dad, but you've done it before. And again,
just your name, the American Nightmare, is good enough to me.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong. I get there's nothing wrong, but with wanting to pay tribute to your dad, but come on. Enough's enough. And again, I'm not trying to shit on AEW. I'm trying really hard. Shitting on Cody. I saw a lot of people shitting on Cody for the same reason. You just can't put anybody over.
I didn't like the finisher either.
Yeah, I didn't like the finish either. That brings us to the TNT Championship match, Miro and Lance Archer. I actually loved this match.
I was about to say, now that got the taste out of your mouth, right?
Yeah.
This was an excellent match. Excellent.
I loved everything that Miro did. I love that he threw the snake bag. I love that he tweeted afterwards, call PETA. He doesn't care.
Yeah, I like how he keeps kayfabe on Twitter. Like, I appreciate that he does that.
I hope we're getting like the real Miro, the real Rusev. Like now, I hope this is like I said when he won this belt. I was really hoping that this was the turning point for him. And so far, so good, man. So far, he's
As long as he doesn't go against Cody, he'll be all right.
Yeah. Lance Archer,
it's kind of like John Cena, right? Like we had a good Rusev. Like Rusev was a great character until he went up against John Cena.
Same thing with Bray Wyatt.
Correct. So now, as long as he steers away from Cody, I think he'll be fine.
Yeah. And kudos to Lance Archer, man. He's throwing himself around the ring like nuts in this match. And he's 44 years old. Like,
wow.
Kind of forget that how old he is. Wow. And I thought he did a great job. I did laugh. Major Brothers talked about this a little bit. I thought this was hilarious. VSK, who's on AEW Dark, and he's been at those Blitzkrieg shows that we sponsor. They threw when Archer got thrown into the crowd. He landed on VSK in that front row, and VSK, we'll just say he got a mouthful. If you go back and watch,
I'm gonna go back and watch that. I want to see that.
Then maybe the match of the night was up next. Sorry, you got anything else to add, by the way, about Miro and Lance Archer?
Nope. That like just too like it's kind of a big Haas kind of a match, and they did it perfectly in my opinion.
They really did. I thought it was, like I said, a home run. Maybe the match of the night here. Definitely the result of the night that everybody wanted. We had the AEW Women's Championship match. Shida and Britt Baker, DMD. We got a new champion in Britt Baker, DMD, finally. Britt Baker might be the hottest thing, not physically, but like, temperature-wise in women's wrestling at the moment.
Cute? She's cute.
Yeah, she has her moment. I was gonna put this in our group chat, to be honest with you. Like, she's been posting pictures of her, like she posted her like at the dentist office with the belt. She posted a picture of her and Adam Cole together, like with the belt. And like when she doesn't have all that makeup on, like when she just has like regular makeup on and looks like a regular person, not like a wrestler on TV, she looks great. I think she's super good looking, but then sometimes she just like has too much makeup on and does not look doesn't look great. I don't think, but that's just one ugly man's opinion.
It is that TV and putting makeup on for like the people sitting in the rafters. Like that's kind of what you're looking at. But like you said, like she is a person that like just having the normal amount of makeup on. Haven't seen her barefaced. I haven't seen it, but I saw that post, and yeah, she's like, there's not a drop off.
Yeah, there's sometimes there's just like I've said about Scarlett before, where like I just want to see her like as a regular person. You know what I mean? Like see how hot she is as a regular person. But this match, let's not take anything away from them as wrestlers, because this match was a
great match. Yeah, like you said, they damn near stole the show here.
Yeah, so good. I think we're all ecstatic that Britt Baker won.
And Shida, like I think she definitely did the title proud. I mean, she had it for a year. Let's remember that. And she got all of these kudos before her. Like she got to, they presented her with the new women's title. That's a lot, but like, they made it a little bit bigger, which was smart. She got her action figure.
Yep.
So, and she's like, again, like a lot of people, I saw on Twitter, like, it was full of congratulations also for Shida for holding a title for a year and giving great matches every time. Like she's one of the reasons that the women's division in AEW gets any kind of shine, is like she's one of them. Like she's one of the people that have shined in that division.
Yep. And I just thought overall great match. Like I said, not proud, but pumped that Britt Baker is the champ. I didn't really care for Tony Soprano.
Smack talking begin.
Yeah, for Tony Schiavone getting up and like giving her a hug at the like as she was walking off. But I get it, and I like just kind of like, you know what made me laugh? Again, not shitting on AEW, but I hope you all laughed at this too. Is the 2 diamonds that Tony Schiavone still has in his ears, like it's 1998. Come on, Tony. Come on, Tony. Give it up.
Let him have his style. Let him have his style.
I'm sure Lois loves it. Next up was Sting and Darby Allin versus Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. I thought Ethan Page looked great in this match. His face reactions, just some of the moves he did when he threw Darby Allin into the crowd, into his brothers. I will say too, gotta say, man, Sting looked great in this match as well. Well,
I started this match like there's 3 wrestlers that I'm a fan of was in this match, right? It's Scorpio Sky, Darby Allin, and Sting in this match. And then, like you said, by the end of it, I was like, dude, I kind of like everybody. I like all 4 of these guys now. And like you said, like I hope when I'm 60 something that I can do the stuff this Sting's doing. Like, I'll just say that because dude took, I mean, just that spot where he took the, what was it, like a suplex on the ramp.
Yep.
He no sells, ends up behind Scorpio Sky, and then dives, and then does a dive. Like, I mean, 60 something.
Yeah. I heard he got a standing ovation in Gorilla afterwards. I read that today.
Deserved.
Yeah, absolutely.
Deserved, because people know, like, dude is 60 something.
Yep.
So fun match. Like it's one of those matches that was very fun. Like you didn't want to. It wasn't a time to go get a beer.
Yeah.
They kept the action going, and kudos. Like again, another good match in this pay-per-view. Like they started running. They started coming one after another. Good matches.
Yep. And then it was the main event. Orange Cassidy, Pac, and Kenny Omega. Let's be real here. We didn't think Pac or Orange Cassidy was going to win this match. But I thought it was a very, very good triple threat match. Omega, of course, gets the win.
Right.
Again, I got nothing bad to say about this match. It was nothing that had me like scratching my head here.
I will say that Orange Cassidy, for me, he definitely proved that he is a main event wrestler. Like the stuff he was doing, the crowd was was way behind him. I felt like they were a little bit behind him more than Kenny, who, like, I know he's supposed to be the heel, but you know how some folks still root for the heels.
Yeah.
But I think people really wanted Orange Cassidy to win this thing, and he was, when he went to the hands in the pocket gimmick and started taking both of them out, going towards the end of going towards the finish, people were right behind him. Like I think he proved that he could be in the main event if you book him that way.
Yep. I got nothing bad to say. And then the Stadium Stampede match, obviously this was filmed. I was shocked that the Pinnacle didn't get the win, but I thought overall, man, just another good, even though it was, a cinematic match, I thought it was really good. I thought this was where the Inner Circle blew up, but it obviously wasn't meant to be this time, and the Pinnacle took the L.
Well, I mean, I guess you kind of had to even up the rivalry, because it's kind of like when Jericho comes back from touring with Fozzy, they're going to continue this.
Right.
So, and they can, the Inner Circle can keep going without Jericho. You have Sammy.
Yep.
You have Sammy there. So,
yep.
You're still going to see, I think you're still going to see some stuff from the Inner Circle. Hopefully they can use some title runs now.
Yeah, for sure. I got nothing bad to say about this pay-per-view. I was very impressed with the presentation. I was impressed with I loved having the crowd noise, and the crowd was actually there.
Yep.
I really got nothing. I tried hard, guys. I tried really hard to say something bad about this pay-per-view. The only thing I could come up with was just that I didn't really care for the Casino Royale match, but
mine was Cody getting the win. That I didn't like. That's pretty much where I was.
Yeah,
with my complaint.
there was like a tweet going around about like, I guess, we know why Cody wasn't happy in WWE is because every idea he passed along was him going over on somebody and it just kept getting shot down. But,
we'll have a dark side of the ring one day.
Oh, sorry.
I'll just say we'll have a dark side of the ring one day.
Let's move
and find out.
Let's move along to our things we want to talk about this week. I don't quite have 3 because AEW. Oh, that's the only other thing I was going to just say is I'm curious how AEW is going to respond. How are they going to follow up with this great pay-per-view? There's a lot of people are saying that this is one of the better pay-per-views of the year so far, not just AEW but WWE as well, and Impact included. So it is. It's kind of interesting. I'm very curious of how they are going to follow up on Friday night with the episode of Dynamite. Even PW Insider guys who usually are pretty hard on AEW, they put it over as well. I mean, they didn't set the bar very high with the last pay-per-view after the fake bomb and all that stuff, and the Jericho crash onto the pad and after on the top of the cage there, blood and guts. So
right.
The bar wasn't super high, but I think they still, like I said, this show was enjoyable from top to bottom. So
right. I say it's definitely AEW's best pay-per-view this year.
Yeah,
for sure. For it, like I think if you took so what if WrestleMania was just one night and they took all of the best matches from the 2 nights and put them as one card? Then would you say that AEW was still the better pay-per-view?
Right.
See, and I don't know about that,
Right.
So that's why I'm like, I don't know about saying, oh, this was the best pay-per-view, because it's like WWE obviously had they had more wrestlers to put on the show. Which when we get to news, I think I have my theories about what they're doing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we didn't really talk about Mark Henry coming out. We didn't talk about that.
Well, because it's like the Big Show, Mark Henry. These are guys that I don't think are going to be performers.
Right.
So that's that's great that they got a good ovation and all that coming in, but it's like they're not performers. Like I think they're going to be trying to help these guys, in their learning. Like the younger guys start to pick this up and cut down on the bloopers here, so that somebody doesn't get killed.
Yeah, and I'm not totally against them bringing in these guys to to help with stuff like that, or like bringing it but why do they have to make a big deal out of it? Like this guy's not going to be part of I don't think he's going to be part of
their shots. Is this so still a negative for me for AEW is that they still got to get their shots in?
Yeah,
for on WWE.
Oh my God, yeah, and that's how kind of all of the whole weekend Double or Nothing weekend started. It was with Tony Khan, responding to the New Japan rumors that WWE is going to go get in bed with New Japan, and Vince said it a long time ago, man. Like number 1 never worries about number 2,
right?
So, but all right. That's enough AEW, I think, for right now. We got more coming up, definitely. But I want to talk about NXT here a little bit. All I'm going to say is that Adam Cole freaking killed his promo last week. He's got to keep up with his lady now. He's got to, they got to go head to head and see who's the best, who's the better of the two. And the In Your House pay-per-view is right around the corner, June 13th, 10 days away from when we're recording this.
Damn.
We've already got 4 pretty good matches. We got Raquel Gonzalez, Dakota Kai taking on Ember Moon for the NXT Women's Championship. I'm here for that. Xia Li versus Mercedes Martinez. LA Knight with Ted DiBiase taking on Cameron Grimes. And then the Fatal 5-Way for the NXT Championship, Karrion Kross, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Pete Dunne, and Johnny Gargano. I think that is going to be a spectacular match. I cannot wait to actually take that in. I like all 5 of those guys for the most part.
I just like Kyle. I'm not a big fan of the Kyle O'Reilly, the new character of Kyle.
I don't like new Kyle O'Reilly, but Well, he can go.
But he's a go. He can go though. Like, you know, in the ring, he's great. But the character, I'm not into. And yeah, to kind of go. So one of my things. So I picked 3 WWE things because I knew we were going to talk about AEW for a while. So
yep.
So folks, don't take it like I don't like AEW. It just I knew they just had a pay-per-view. They got the first 20 minutes of our show. So
yeah, and Dynamite hasn't even been on yet. So
Dynamite hasn't been on yet. So yeah, one of my points was that NXT is just not getting its due. Like, it's just not, like, it was another excellent show. That, I mean, the matches that, like, you know, Kushida had he had a banger match.
yeah.
You had a tag team title match that was great. They just don't, like, it's a shame that they just don't get their due. Like, I mean, if you're listening to us and you're just a staunch AEW fan, and one of the reasons why is that you like that they concentrate more on wrestling, watch NXT, give NXT a try.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you will see that they are very similar in the way that their show is run compared to Dynamite. Like, I think it seems very similar to me.
I agree. And I'm always stumped as well when I see the ratings and stuff that NXT, not that they should be beating AEW or that they're going to beat AEW or anything, because after all, that is WWE's third show. Mm-hmm. But I am like, what's going on here? Like, why aren't more people watching this? And it's mostly because it's mostly because I'm like, this is one of the best shows that's on all week. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's better than Raw. It should be
Mm-hmm.
getting more, in my opinion, it should be getting more viewers than Raw.
Mm-hmm.
It just boggles my mind that more people aren't watching the good old NXT.
Yeah, so like I said, if you're looking for more like wrestling out of WWE, give it a shot.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm telling you.
You won't be disappointed. What's your next thing, DJ? All mine are done. So
okay, so the next thing, that kind of does slip into Raw. Like, I thought. So once again, so they're trying to finish off shows good, like on Raw. Like, I've noticed a trend where they turn it up in the last hour of Raw. Like, the main event once again was a great match with McIntyre and Kofi. I believe a lot of people gave that match an A. And so on. Like, so as you go from backwards to the final hour of Raw, it's that middle part. Like, it's the fact that they got to fill in 3 hours.
Yeah,
is what makes it kind of a drag. And you gotta, they gotta fill all this space. You got to put all these people on. How do you keep a story going with, like, mid-carders or whoever that, like, we're not quite emotionally attached to yet? Which again, we'll talk about, like, the stuff going on in WWE. I think that's going to lead into when we talk about that later. But Raw, so what it looks to me like, they can turn it on when they want. But it's that whole filling the 3 hours. I don't think they can do it for 3 hours. I think it's what they're filling.
Which, like, to me, still in this day and age where, people's attention spans aren't what they once were.
Mm-hmm.
We're distracted by so many other things. Like, why aren't you going back down to 2 hours? And maybe that's a conversation we have later on in the show. Obviously we keep teasing that we're going to talk about the releases that happen,
because we're going to have to. We gotta.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just weird to me that they haven't gone back to 2 hours yet, especially with how good SmackDown has been, and it's only 2 hours long. NXT is good, and it's only 2 hours long.
2 hours. Yep.
So I'm with you, man. But yeah, Raw. I actually did not watch Raw the last 2 weeks, but I've watched highlights on YouTube and stuff, and I've been surprisingly happy with the end of it. I don't know if I'm ready to tune in for a full episode in the middle of the NHL playoffs and the NBA playoffs and stuff like that.
Exactly.
But,
no, I usually they've had me peek in the third hour. They put it that way, and I've not been dissatisfied when I do that because you figure like because they keep the vignettes going, so I do know what happened in the first 2 hours just watching that last hour. So
I've said that before, I think, on here about like how my son will watch a pay-per-view with me and knows nothing that's going on, but is all caught up because of the vignettes, like before the matches and stuff. So, yeah, I agree with you, man, on Raw being good there towards the end. And then you got one last thing here, man. Give it to me, and then we'll jump into the news.
So just to keep it, go into SmackDown, that like if you guys didn't see that Street Profits versus the Usos match, you need to go watch it. Like if you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. They put on a damn match. I think even there's a time where even the announcers go, this match could have been on a pay-per-view. They were going at it, and they because it's 4 talented guys, so and talented tag teams, so it's what I expected, and just wanted to give a shout out to that match on SmackDown. It definitely held its end of the bargain for the hype.
Yeah, I did not guilty. I did not watch that. What the hell did I do last Friday? I don't even remember. This has been a bad trend where I don't remember what I've done in the last week or so when we start talking about stuff. I did something last Friday. I think my kid had baseball practice or something. We're in the full run of baseball season. So, and he's on 3 different teams. So it's hard to get free on a Friday night to take something in, but
right.
All right, let's do this. News. Yeah. The biggest news of the week is Santana Garrett, Buddy Murphy, Lana, who am I forgetting? Braun Strowman.
Yes.
Am I forgetting somebody else? Oh, yeah, Aleister Black. All released. I think that was everybody, right? Lana, Buddy Murphy, Santana Garrett, Strowman, and Aleister Black. All released by WWE yesterday. And a lot of people shocked, myself included, man. I'm not trying to downplay it like I knew this was coming or anything. I think
not this time.
The biggest name, man, was definitely Braun Strowman to me. It was just so surprising. I was shocked at Braun Strowman being released.
He just was in a title match.
Right.
And even Aleister Black, he was just on SmackDown and was starting a good, what seemed like an interesting program with Big E.
Right. He had just come back. They're working on a new not character, but like a new kind of persona for him and stuff. I was like, okay. And and then the rumors of Zelina Vega coming back as well.
Right. So going into my theories now, these are just theories. They're just theories. Okay. So don't take me like Dave Metzler and thinking, I'm not telling you what I think, this is what's happening. I got an inside source. No.
Your room that you're doing this from is a lot cleaner than Dave Meltzer's.
I noticed. But anywho,
mine not so much, but yours definitely. That's a fucking disaster right now. Well,
I think they're getting ready for some kind of sale here. And they're cutting those folks especially Braun Strowman probably had something going on with his salary that they didn't want to be on the books. It kind of reminds me of what's going to come up with the NFL. And salary cap season is going to start, or right after that, second or third preseason game, and you start to see surprising cuts from NFL teams because they can't hold the salary and balancing it with the talent that they're going to offer to the team. So somebody like Buddy Murphy, I got it. I was like, okay, they tried it. They tried a few things. He's just not. I don't see him as somebody that people are really that emotionally attached to. I don't see him moving a lot of merch. With Aleister Black, I think he just had he was just out a little bit too long when he took that time off.
Yep.
And then he just like they didn't have anything for him when he was ready to come back, and then they tried to work him in. I think it was just too little, too late. I'm thinking Braun just has a big contract.
I could see Braun having a big contract and not being like, he's stubborn. He thinks he's better than he is. You know, he's made those comments before about, you know, the independent guys, and just he's kind of a dick about all that. And I can see him being
try it out.
yeah, exactly. I can see him being like, no, I'm not going to take less money, you know, and like trying to call their bluff almost maybe. And you know, it biting him in the ass. Like maybe they did come to him. You know, the Patriots are notorious for this. Going back to our NFL teams, where they will try to get somebody to renegotiate their contract, and you know, I'd say 70% of the time they get the guy to do it, but there's always that, you know, time here and there where they're like, "No, fuck off." You know, the player's like, "No, fuck off. I'm going to go test out free agency," or they're just not into it. You know, I'm going to finish out my contract and that'll be it, and I'm out of here. I could see Braun Strowman being like, "I'm worth way more than you think, brother." Like, I could see him having a big head about trying to restructure if that was even an option. Again,
if that was
speculation, but I could totally see that happening.
And that's all we're doing tonight. That's all we're doing.
Yeah. Nobody knows for sure, but I could totally see that happening. I also can see Vince being like, you know what? Let's see what we could get for this. Let's put it up and see what kind of offers come in and stuff. I'm shocked though that this is even a consideration with Stephanie and Triple H right there. Like I would think, and even Shane, you know, I would think that they would be the next in line. So like a sale still kind of surprises me. There is talks, like there's rumors about NBC, there's rumors about Disney.
They're already on Peacock.
Yeah, exactly. So and I think Zach sent us a thing today where it was, you know, NBC's worth 30 billion as of, you know, 2021. WWE was worth 6 billion. So, you know, the NBC can definitely afford to absorb them. So my thing with these whole releases too, though, is like people get mad that like, I don't want to use Aleister Black as an example, but like Buddy Murphy, they're getting mad that Buddy Murphy was, you know, got released, but he really wasn't doing much, you know, like he wasn't, they're getting mad at these guys, but they're just sitting at home. Like at least WWE is releasing these guys and letting them, you know, they're going to have to do their 90 days, but then they can go do something else. And again, I said this on the pod when they did the last releases, these guys end up being fine. Like they end up being, it's not the 80s and 90s anymore where they're going to end up dead in a hotel room. These guys end up fine. So like, everybody wants to shit on WWE for, you know, releasing these guys. I'm sure I read a thing today and I cannot remember where I read it, but AEW is getting to the point, you know, the age where they're going to have to start making cuts, and they just don't announce
it.
And
they've made some cuts that nobody talks about.
One of the things I saw was that they just let contracts expire. They don't even release the guys. They just let their contracts expire. At least WWE will release them, pay them for 3 months, and then they can go do something else.
Right.
So both companies are doing it. Impact's doing it. You know, the company I work for is doing it. Like it's part of running a business. You have to trim the fat in certain places.
Right. No, and like you're saying, like I mean, WWE, like I was reading an article and it's just like, keep in mind, WWE have like, they got like 300 wrestlers on roster.
Yep.
And some of them, they were just hoarding so that competition couldn't get them. But
yeah, exactly. Yep.
So it's just like, okay, let's let these guys go. Like we don't have anything for them.
I'm actually really glad you brought that up because I had that in my notes to bring that up. And I almost forgot that, they have like 300 guys and girls under contract as of right now. So like they're gonna they're gonna have to start using more guys. It's just and girls. It's just Ruby Riott is another one that we forgot about. That got released. I did see image posted today. It was both WWE main roster women's divisions after the releases. It's so Raw is
got like a
7.
Yeah, I'm about to say they got like a WNBA starting 5 as their roster.
Raw is Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Charlotte, Naomi, Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, Mandy Rose, Dana Brooke and Nikki Cross, and then SmackDown is Bianca Belair, Tamina, Natalia, Sasha, Bailey, Carmella, and Liv Morgan, and that's it. So
some people are probably gonna like. I'm thinking like Zaya. I think we'll see. Like I heard like there's a trending hashtag is have like people want Mia Yim back. So yeah, it's time to let some of these women wrestle like that. Or like you got plenty of women's wrestlers that are ready in NXT. You have Mia Yim that's been ready. So
yeah, and there's Candice LeRae, I would say is probably ready. I don't know if she's going to be over. I think she's kind of one of those people that like is going to excels in NXT, and then when she goes to the main roster, she might get lost.
You still need the characters to at least be having matches, like so that you're not having the same matches over and over again. True,
100% true. So we'll see what happens with all these guys. I don't think we forgot anybody. I think that was the whole list there. DJ,
we'll see about three. We'll see about 2 or 3 of them in AEW. I don't think we'll see like AEW. Like I think people got to realize AEW cannot take re-wrestler that gets released from WWE. They can't.
Right. People just assume that they're gonna go right there, and it's like, no, man, they can't sign everybody.
No, and nor is somebody gonna like say Braun Strowman, just for example, is not about to sign with AEW and then wrestle on AEW Dark for 4 weeks. He's not gonna do it.
Right. So. Right. All right. Let's keep it moving here. Did you watch? Oh, you know what we didn't talk about is because we did the 1 year anniversary show last week, is we did not talk about the Ultimate Warrior Dark Side and the Ultimate Warrior biography. Man, what were your thoughts on these?
You know what? Putting them together, I did. I liked how we got the perspective from his first wife, and then we got the perspective from his widow.
That is exactly where I was going with that. I liked them both. I thought they both brought up stuff that we didn't know before. And I'm same dude. I had the same exact thing written down where I was like, yeah, it's I like that one. Dark Side had the ex-wife and biography had the widow who works for WWE. Like I get what you guys are doing. Picking up what you're putting down.
And then I told so people didn't believe me, and I was like, I told you, even the WWE one, they're gonna talk about when he was in the Young Conservatives meeting and didn't say some very nice things. And I liked Jake the Snake Rob, like his story, like going back, I'm flipping back and forth. But Jake the Snake talking about he was about to get a lot of money. He was about to make a lot of money with Warrior and possibly win a title.
I was a little skeptical of that. Like, not that Jake the Snake was about to win a title, but like I can't actually. Let me say that not that he wasn't about to make a lot of money. The fact that he was going to get a title run, like that. I know Jake the Snake was a huge star in the '80s and stuff, but to me, I don't think Jake the Snake was main event. Like, he never even had the Intercontinental title back then. And like back then, for the most part, you had the Intercontinental title first.
That was the gateway.
I mean? Yeah, and it would for him, like just where he was on the card, it would have made sense for him to have the Intercontinental title. So to me, I was like a little bit like, I don't know if I believe this. but
definitely the money.
Definitely the money. Yeah, I could see that. But one thing I didn't really like is that neither one of them touched much on his WCW career.
Yeah, they just not that there was much of it, but yeah, they just kind of touched on it, like you said. I think that was just it was just a big money grab for him and for Hogan to get his win back. Like, that's what I feel about his WCW run. Yeah,
it wasn't like history making stuff, but it was like a little shocking when he when he showed up. That's the first experience I had with dirt sheets, to be honest with you, is when Warrior showed up on WCW is like, it was like right when the internet started, not started,
That's
but like
true.
got popular or whatever. And one of my buddies was sleeping over. He's like, we should watch Nitro. I'm like, all right, put it on. He goes, you know, it'd be crazy is if the Warrior showed up and started the OWN instead of the NWO. And he's like saying all this stuff. And I'm like, he's like, yeah, man, One Warrior Nation. I was like, what the fuck are you talking? Where are you? Like, we were way too young to be doing drugs. So like, where are you getting this stuff from? And then sure as shit, that's what happened. I'm like, you know what? How did you know that?
Where he had that half-hour promo and
yeah, and he's like, oh, it's not, dude, it was on the internet. And I was like, oh, all right.
True, the dirt sheet that came true.
So yeah, Mick Foley's also pretty good. I thought. I did not watch all of it. I got about halfway through. But I thought Mick Foley's was good too, man. And then I didn't watch Hidden Treasures or Lost Treasures, whatever the hell the name of the show is called. I didn't watch that one yet. Still
was there a new one?
There was a new one this past week after Mick Foley.
Okay. So I watched the entire Mick Foley.
Okay.
And they did go over they, you know, went to it started to go a little bit downhill for him. Like they showed like basically after the match with The Rock, I believe.
Sure, you got smashed in the head 100 times in the chair.
The handcuff match. It pretty much went downhill from there, and then his talking about his body starting to give up. When he was showing up in TNA and everything, like, you know, because he felt like he probably should have ended it with the Cactus Jack match against Triple H.
Yep.
But he's like, everything after that was a cash grab. Like he admitted to that.
I can't wait to finish it. I've been meaning to, like, I've been trying to just focus on, or not focus, but been trying to find the time to do it. And I've just been slacking a little bit, been busy with some real life stuff.
Yeah. Real life gets in the damn way sometimes.
So, but like I said, I'm about halfway through. I'll finish it. I will finish it this week probably. So,
all right.
This week is Bret Hart's biography. So,
no, that's gonna be
interested to see how much he complains.
I should still be the world champion.
Yeah. And then last but not least, greatest tag teams is they're doing the top 50 greatest tag teams on the WWE Network on Peacock. I'm interested to see this because, like, Demolition, you know, they're definitely probably one of the top 10 greatest tag teams of all time.
Yep.
I'm curious to see what they do with Demolition because Demolition is not on good terms with WWE. So we'll have to see what happens with that.
Well, Vince is also very forgiving. Like, he likes, like, basically bringing people back. So hopefully they can get that squared away. Like, Demolition should definitely be in WWE lore, you know.
Yeah,
so
for sure,
you know, they're a legendary tag team.
Even though they're the Aldi version of the Legion of Doom, they should definitely be in the WWE Hall of Fame, and they should be on the top 50 tag teams on the network. I'm actually looking forward to taking that in and seeing who makes it. We'll talk more about that next week after we both get a chance to watch it. But anything else, DJ, wrestling wise?
I think we covered it. It for now, anyway. Like, I know we know it's coming fast and furious. We're on a Thursday night as we're recording this. So if we miss something after Thursday, you know, we'll talk about it next time.
All right, lots of toy stuff to talk about, but before we jump into that toy aisle, we got to hit you with a word from our sponsor. Guys, how many figures do you have in your collection? 20? 50? 100? What about 43,000 figures? What? 43,000 figures. FigureCollections.com has a database of 43,000 action figures and toys, allowing you to search by character or series. You wonder how many freaking Undertaker figures there are? I'll give you a hint. It's over 300. You can see pictures of almost all of them by searching Undertaker in FigureCollections.com database. FigureCollections.com has been around since 2007, providing the best figure information, deals, and videos. You can get all the info over at FigureCollections.com. Check out the figure database today. It's FigureCollections.com. figurecollections.com/shop. If you use the code RUN, you can save yourself 10% on the Cella toy retros. Just do it. Just do it, guys. You won't be disappointed. You won't be disappointed. Figurecollections.com/shop. And also you can check out his eBay store. The eBay store is figurecollections.com/store. Lots of good stuff up there on figurecollections.com. If you're watching the YouTube video and you keep saying like, why is he
Fading in and out?
Fading in and out, and like the light on his face keeps changing colors and stuff like that. I keep kicking. I have like a plug under here that is like,
oh man, yeah.
I keep kicking it, or it keeps getting hit with something. The power strip that I got is just not cooperating tonight. See there.
And what's funny is that when that light goes out, we can see your figures better in the background. That's the funny part.
But you can't see me. That's
right.
The important part is that you guys see me. Also, I lost my sheet because it's on my other monitor that's on this power strip. So I'm having all kinds of technical problems here. But it's time to walk that toy aisle, ain't it?
It's time to walk it.
All right. Let's walk that toy aisle. All right. Walk that toy aisle is brought to you by Stack of Cards. Use the code RUN10 at checkout. Save yourself 10%. At Stack of Cards, that's Stack of Cards with a Z.com. I actually have not been on their website lately. I've been slacking. So I'm not even sure what's new up there, but I know they've got some new stuff up there. Every single Friday night or Friday afternoon, they put up brand new stuff. So stackofcards.com with a Z and use the code RUN10 at checkout to save yourself 10%. All right. It was double or nothing weekend here for the AEW. Lots of figure news from Jazzwares and AEW. We're getting wrestling buddies. We're getting Kenny Omega, Cody, Darby Allin, and Luchasaurus all in mini wrestling buddy form. These are pretty cool. Luchasaurus, man, if my kid was like 5 years younger, I would have pre-ordered Luchasaurus or Darby Allin because they're both pretty cool. Mm-hmm. But he's slowly getting away from the stuffed animal phase.
Yeah.
I bought him that Wolverine plush when it's like a pop. It's like Wolverine as a luchador.
Right.
I bought him that when we were up at Heroes Hideout, but
I remember that.
Yeah, I think that's probably the end of his toy, his stuffed animal run. So we got lots of stuff revealed here. We got Unrivaled Collection Series 8. I'm just going to go in order of how these are on Ringside's website here. So if they're kind of out of order, don't blame me, blame Ringside. So Unrivaled Collection number 8. We're getting Trent. We're getting Chris Statlander, which I'm actually pretty excited for. We're getting another Chris Jericho. We're getting Chuck Taylor, John Moxley again, and Orange Cassidy. So we're getting the best friends. We're getting Chris Statlander. Any other thoughts on these reveals here in Unrivaled Collection number 8?
You know, I did want the best friends to go with because I have an Orange Cassidy. I'm glad that they're getting more women going. So I guess I'm gonna have all of the best friends, right? Because I am gonna get the Statlander. So
yep.
So now that I think about it, like that fits my collection for folks that I have wanted to collect.
All right, and then we're also getting a new AEW Authentic Scale ring, which comes with Aubrey Edwards, which I think is awesome to have her as a ref. There needs to be more ref figures, damn it. And I think Aubrey Edwards is the perfect one to get, like the official. You know, she's like officially a personality getting a ref figure. It'd be like getting an Earl Hebner figure when we were kids.
Right.
Or the hell's the name of the WCW ref with the black? Nick Patrick. Nick Patrick.
Nick. That would push Ric Flair back.
Yeah. I missed Unmatched Collection number 3. That's going to be Brody Lee, Anna Jay, Evil Uno, John Silver, Stu Grayson, and a mystery that is not revealed yet. So you're getting a lot of the dark. You're getting pretty much a whole wave of Dark Order here.
Right.
Brody Lee, I think, may be the first AEW figure that I actually go and buy.
Okay.
We haven't seen any of these, revealed yet. Like we just got the image of, what's going to be in Wave 3 of this other collection. We got Unrivaled and Unmatched. Now, people were like, oh, well, what's the difference? You know what the difference is? The difference is talking toy business here.
Right.
The difference is, so Mattel, Jazzwares, Hasbro, they all pay for these spots at stores, at Walmart, Target. They're paying for those spots. I learned this week once this was announced, that so Jazzwares is actually pretty smart because they're paying for two different spots, but they're putting the same product essentially and just calling it something different on those same spots. Jeremy Padower, who was heavily involved in Jax way back in the day, did the same thing where it was like Ruthless Aggression figures were the same as forget what other wave, but there was another wave that was very similar to the Ruthless Aggression wave that was out, and they were both on the source. So it was like they alternated. So there's always stock on the pegs, and they kept rotating it. So, but yeah, I will be grabbing this Brody Lee figure for sure. And I think Evil Uno, man, is going to be awesome. Like he's just toyetic as hell. So like it's a good series right there.
I think we'll get. I think I think we'll get 10. In
the mystery.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm gonna definitely get the Brody Lee and the Anna J.
Nice.
Anna J is just so damn. Anyway, yeah.
And then we're getting Unmatched Collection 1. That's going to be Darby Allin, Britt Baker finally, and she's going to have a chase. Miro, Dustin Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, and Kenny Omega. So 4 of those we've already gotten, and then we're getting Miro and Britt Baker thrown into the mix.
Right.
Unrivaled Collection 7 will be Lance Archer, Nyla Rose, Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, Cash Wheeler, and Dax Harwood. It's FTR's first AEW figures, I believe, and then Lance Archer's first figure and Nyla Rose's first figure. So that's a much better wave there with Unrivaled Collection 7.
Yes.
Unmatched Series 2, DJ, is going to be MJF, Wardlow, Santana and Ortiz, Sting, and Tay Conti. I think that's a great wave, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and a lot of debut figures in that one.
3 out of the 6 are debut for AEW. Santana and Ortiz, actually, this whole wave has like promo pictures on Ringside's Instagram, and they all look great, to be honest. Right. Just going from these proto pictures, they all look really, really good. Tay Conti looks good, comes in a couple different heads. Right. MJF comes in the robe. Sting comes in the bat, the jacket, the shirt. Sting looks great. I know you're grabbing that Sting figure.
Yeah, that's the automatic. I wonder if any of that. I wonder if any of that's going to be soft goods.
Yeah,
this seems like a lot of stuff that he's going to be wearing there. And Miro, I like the tat on his back there. Like I think they did, like at least in the photo, they did a good job with it.
Yep.
Going back to the Unmatched, I also like the paint job on Darby Allin.
Yeah, Darby Allin he's so toyetic. I know I keep throwing that phrase around, but he's just like a perfect character to have as a toy. I'm gonna pass on. Oh, and sorry,
then Santana and Ortiz. I think I actually like this version of them. I do like. Maybe they couldn't get the I don't know if they can even get the license for this, but if they were able to do the dead presidents when they did the dead presidents paint job on their face.
Yep.
I wish they would have been able to do that. I have a feeling like that there's probably some licensing they probably have to go through to do that. But yeah, but I can deal with that. Santana and Ortiz.
And then Unmatched 3, we said is going to have Darby Allin. There's going to be a LJN style Darby Allin in that wave. And then there's going to be an LJN style Cody, because of course there is. That is coming in Unmatched Series 1. They did these are the classic superstars.
Right.
I don't hate this idea of throwing in like a little,
different.
Exactly. And if you're doing it with two guys who already have figures, why the hell not? Like it's not in that's going to be the Britt Baker series, that series 1 with Darby Allin, and the Cody is going to be the series. I've just said it. It's the one where he's in there with Dustin Rhodes, unmatched 1. So those two are going to be. Wait, no, that's not right. I think it's unmatched 3 is going to have the other LJN, but other LJN style figure. So I like these. It's something different to collect. You know, that for the collectors out there, you know, somebody might be like, oh, I want to get every LJN AEW figure. I think it's a cool thing just to have. It's something different. It's something that, you know, we had in the classic superstars line, and now, you know, we're getting again, you know, 15 years later, 20 years later.
Or somebody like me, where like I'm trying to do I want to do everything. I want to get all the Darby Allin stuff.
Yep. Yeah. It's cool.
So,
I like it.
Different for me to get.
I like it. I was pretty happy with. They were pretty impressed with the AEW reveals for the Double or Nothing reveal thing. Thought they did pretty good. Everything looks good so far.
Let's see how my wallet holds up to this.
Yeah, I'm so glad I didn't dive in on these, honestly, just because a lot of them do look great. But Cella, we talked about Cella here. Cella announced that they are going to be doing an Atom Bomb style retro.
Yep.
Curious, you're not huge into the Hasbros, right?
Not huge into the Hasbros, no.
My thing, like, I'm excited for this because I love Atom Bomb, but we have an Atom Bomb retro already. He's the first one I think that like they're doing where we, you know, between him or between Cella and Zombie, where, you know, we're getting somebody that we had in the past. It looks great. He's in like the yellow attire.
Right.
The goggles come off. Like it's very, very much an upgrade from the Hasbro. But it's just one of those things where, and it's also like, if you look at the price of the Hasbro these days, it's insane. So I am all for this much cheaper Atom Bomb retro style figure. I'll take it, and I'll be ordering through figurecollections.com/shop and using the code RUNIN to save 10%. So, but you can see pictures of those at Cella's Instagram or on our Instagram. I believe we posted them as well. I think
we posted that. Yeah.
Going back to Ringside here, Elite 87 is up for pre-order. That's Otis, Braun Strowman, which is kind of ironic that they posted that today and he was released yesterday. Apollo Crews, Santos Escobar, Asuka, and Candice LeRae. You grabbing any of those, DJ?
Let's see. That Asuka looks pretty good. The one I'm looking at on Ringside. And the Apollo, like, I think Apollo's going to have, especially that chase. I think that one looks a lot like the character he is now.
Yep.
So definitely want to go Apollo as well. I want to see what Candice LeRae looks like.
Oh, she's on there. Like the proto images are on there.
Okay.
I think they're on the website. They've showed them before. She comes with like the little jacket. I think they showed them WrestleMania.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
The wings.
Yeah. And then if like Santos is one of those, if I can, you know, I'll hunt. If I happen to find him on a hunt, I think I'll pick that one up.
Yeah. And then Series 123 is Jake Atlas, Dexter Loomis, Bobby Lashley, Otis, and Braun Strowman again. That's a basic set. Dexter Loomis's first figure.
Dex.
You said you were going to grab that, right? When they announced that originally.
Yeah, because kind of like Darby Allin, I think I'm going to end up like
getting all those figures.
That much of a Dexter Loomis fan.
Nice. And then Ultimate Edition 10 is up there for pre-order now. That is The Rock and John Cena, our first repeats in the Ultimates. I'm passing on both of these, even though it's cool that The Rock, he has the spinner belt and he's the first figure to come with like custom side plates. I think that's cool. It's Chain Gang John Cena. I'm all set with both of these. Easy pass for me on these. Are you a Rock completist? I forget. I know you love The Rock. But,
yeah, okay. I do. And I got quite a bit of Rock stuff. And then that, like you said, that title made it very, I haven't made my decision yet, but it's made it very tempting because I do like how that title looks.
Yep. I get it, man. I get it. I I'm not even a completist for like Ric Flair though. Like I don't know.
Mhm.
There's nobody where I'm like I need every single figure of this guy. I mean obviously Ric Flair is my favorite, but at the same time it's like how many times can I get him in red tights? How many times? You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think honestly like besides like some random flashbacks that I might need or some like old school figures that I might need, I think this Ultimate Edition might be my last Ric Flair figure for a while at least.
Okay. Which is a damn good figure.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. Hopefully those, by the way, the Austin and the Ric Flair, Kenny kind of broke it down for us last week that it was they were going to be shipping, and then it's almost like the influencers got them, like the Major Brothers got them, Alex collects, like big names out there on social media got them, and then everybody else is still waiting. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully they ship shortly. It was supposed to be the late May, and now here we are in early June and haven't gotten them yet. I cannot wait for my Ric Flair Ultimate. What else is I going to talk about here? I think that's it for wrestling news. Kind of a slow week here for wrestling figure news.
Well, that's slow. We got a whole AEW.
That's
reveal.
true. That's true. I just meant there wasn't much to talk. Well, yeah, I guess there was a lot to talk about with wrestling.
Yeah.
And Zombie Sailor, he announced that his website is live now, zombiesailor.com. He's revealed the packaging for his heels
I love it.
and faces. The pre-orders are coming soon, June 17th at 8 p.m. Eastern time. If you're in the Major Brothers group, he said he may be doing a early reveal, like an early pre-sale up there for wave number 1. You can see they did a great job with the art on the cards and stuff.
Yes, they did.
These are actually going to be hard for me to open because of the packaging. So they look great though. I can't wait to get Dino Bravo. Dino Bravo looks so good. But yeah, Thursday, June 17th, 8 p.m. is when you can order those heels and faces retros from Zombie Sailor. As far as other figure news goes for this week outside of the world of wrestling, G.I. June is happening on Hasbro Pulse. That's tomorrow, June 4th, or today when you're listening. And then other than that, there was really no other, like there was no Marvel news. There was no Turtle news. Turtles have been pretty quiet actually lately.
So let's see. Because do we have like a Comic-Con or
August would be Comic-Con, so I'm sure they're holding off on stuff, for a little while at least.
So
we get a little bit closer.
Want to have some stuff to pop the, because I don't know if any of these are going to have crowds, but I know the Vegas one will. Like the Vegas Con is going to actually, you can get tickets for that now and go. Jake the Snake and some other wrestlers will be there.
Nice.
The voice of April O'Neil will be there. But I don't know how many cons will actually have people, but you do want some kind of you want to get people excited about. Yeah,
even last year they still announced a ton of stuff.
Right.
Last year.
So
even without people, so
you want something in the chamber, I guess.
Yep, absolutely. And then that's it for figure news for this week for Walk That Toy Off. So DJ, I'm gonna let you start off, man. I see you've got a list of stuff here for and I love it. I love it.
I might have finally got you this week with with stuff. So I'll start with Ringside Collectibles. Like anybody that has ordered Ringside Collectibles knows like how you feel when you look at the shipping app and they tell you, oh, it's coming this day. Oh no, now it's coming this day. And then you guys saw it in the chat. Then, oh, it's here. So like, wait, what do you mean? So I got my AEW figures that I wanted. So let's start with we got Scorpio.
Nice.
Sky. We got Jungle Boy.
Nice. I saw somebody posted today, Jungle Boy.
Yep.
Oh, that Luchasaurus is beautiful.
And then the Luch.
Somebody posted Jungle Boy on on a Luke Perry figure's shoulders.
Oh, that's
amazing.
That's pretty dope. And then during like all this stuff that I'm showing you, like during the week, I will do some unbox. Like I got a lot of stuff I need to open here. Amazon. I got the Xbox fan.
I'm still waiting for mine to ship. It hasn't shipped yet.
Yep. So X-Pac. Soft good NWO shirt, by the way.
Dig it.
And then he's got the 2 sweet fingers that are already attached. So I went on 3-day weekend, went on a trip to Sacramento. So for me, like here in the Bay, that's like about an hour and a half or so drive. And so me and we're gonna start calling her HBK because that's what like her initials are damn near HBK. And I went to one of the first places I went to, I had to go to Barrio's Toys. You guys follow this guy on Instagram. He's got a great store there. It's in Roseville, which is basically the city right next to Sacramento. So I got let me put my hat on, like Barrio's Toys. All right.
Go Pat.
And then so there I went on and got a Snake Eyes.
Digging that. I love those G.I. Joes.
Yes. And then I found this Sting figure. And I'm it took me a minute to figure out what line is this from. Like I can tell.
Yeah, you sent me that and I was like, did he get a bootleg?
Yeah. So guess where I went to figure out where it was from?
Figurecollections.com.
You're exactly right. And then so I wrote it down here. So it was from Slam Force and it came out the same time. Like he told me when I was buying it, it came out the same time as like if you remember the WWF line of Stomp.
Oh yeah.
Right. So it was kind of their answer to the Stomp line. So I went to one more store while I was there. It's called The Cave, where you can. It's like a huge place. And I'm gonna also post pictures from the trip too on our. And this place has got clothes. So I bought a Black Panther shirt. It has the the comic cover of Black Panther. And I also bought this guy. If you can't see him, that is Shad Gaspard.
Nice.
Yep.
Very nice.
So, loose figure, $7. I'm like, I don't think they know what they have. So I'm going to get this before somebody looks this up.
I love when I saw Barrios and the other place there, The Cave. I love when they do there's a place locally here. Actually, I got it's too far out of the way, I think, to grab it. But there's a place here called the Toy Vault that does the same thing where they take those bags and then they put their like logo on it. I think that's like such a nice touch as a toy store.
Yes, I totally agree. Because
I do have one right here.
Yep.
Toy Vault.
Oh yeah, Toy. Yep.
I love that touch of a toy store doing that. So cool stuff, man. Awesome stuff. Anything else to add?
Oh, just like if you ever go if you're visiting California, you're in Northern California and you're around Sacramento, like both of these places are worth the stop. That just happened to be stuff that I got. Like they both places, especially like the Cave has like I said, they have clothes, they have records, actually record albums. Then they had like all type, if you got to take your time and look around because they're not in a rhyme or reason when you go in there, but you'll find, a little bit of everything. And then Barrios, he has, I'll send pictures. Like he's definitely, they're going to have Sammy Guevara there for a signing next Friday.
That's awesome.
And then I think I'm going to join him. They're going to have a wrestling event with one of the indie promotions in August, and have the run-in be represented at the show.
Coast to coast, baby.
Yes. And then then hopefully I'm thinking Barrios would like to maybe be a friend of the show here.
Absolutely.
Because as you guys will see the interview that I had with him. He's sweet guy with a with also a sweet son and a store with it's got just a great story. I love the story of this store.
We've
Make
talked
sure
about
you
it on
follow
here
him.
before. And DJ took some video while he was there. I'm going to upload it to our YouTube channel very soon. Meant to do it this week. And again, I told you guys this week just kind of kicked my ass.
Busy week.
So we will get that up, interview with him, some pictures of the store. You can follow them on Instagram. It is, I think it's just Barrio's, Barrio. It's Barrio Toys, Barrio. Veteran owned, autistic owned, toys and more. Definitely check it out, man. I've looked at their Instagram so many times and been like, man, I wish I lived closer. I know he doesn't do it yet, but he's been talking about selling online some stuff. So hopefully that happens down the road, because there's definitely some stuff I've seen in their store where I'm like, man, I wish you guys were local to hear. So,
he had the goods. He definitely had the goods in there.
Unbelievable. Good stuff, DJ. Anything else before I jump in here?
And that was my stash that I got this week.
Love it. All right. So mine, I didn't round them up before we started recording. I wish I did, but I will post pictures. All right. I got Bam Bam Bigelow Hasbro. We're just talking about the Hasbros. I was scrolling through one of the Facebook groups I'm in. I think it's the Era. And they just somebody was just happened to be getting unloading that. They had Atom Bomb and Crush, and I missed out on Crush.
Damn.
But got Atom Bomb for a really good price for what Hasbro's are right now. I think I paid like $40 for it. I got my last Macho Man micro brawler with the green trunks. I only bought 3 of them. I remember like a couple weeks ago, I was like, I don't remember how many I got because they just keep showing up, but I got 3 of them. That's it. That was the last one.
They trickled in.
I got a Kramer Amazon exclusive Funko Pop of him in his underwear from Seinfeld. I got the Jerry Lawler Elite. I rebought this because he is going to be in town in the next couple weeks, or in September. So I bought the Elite to get signed. It's just sitting in a box here. I got the Ultimate Warrior Royal Rumble figure again because I forgot to cancel my order from Amazon once Ringside shipped mine. So it showed up today. So I have an extra if you're looking for one. Ultimate Warrior Royal Rumble figure with the yellow Intercontinental belt. Just saying. And then DJ, you're gonna laugh at me here. I don't have it. I don't have it with me, but it's in my closet. I did something that I said on this podcast several times that I wasn't gonna do. I bought. And this is partially Phil's fault because Phil put up a tweet a couple weeks back saying, do this, you'll thank me later. And I think he might be right. Just the way WWE figures are trending, I bought the fucking Gronk Elite.
You did buy. Okay.
Yeah. Strictly as not an investment piece, but just to see like where it goes value-wise. It's in my closet. It's not on display. It's in my closet, chilling in the box. But I'm just curious to see where it goes. And it was still at retail. I think it was actually below retail on Amazon. It was like $17, I think.
Probably so.
So I snagged it, and we'll see what happens. Because a lot of those figures were like on Amazon a couple years ago. They were $17, $15. Now you look at them, and they're like $60.
That's true.
I'm curious with Gronk, back in the NFL and things like that. Clearly, this is probably not clearly, but this is probably his only figure that he'll get. So why not take a chance on it? And then I got one last thing, and it's kind of a grail item. It's been something that I've been watching here for a long time. And there's 2 different versions, and I got one of the versions finally off of one of the groups I'm in. I'm going to do like a live unboxing here so that you guys watch.
Oh, boy.
Video. This is something I've wanted since I was a kid.
Ooh, this is kind of special then.
It is very special. It's a little treat. A little treat yourself.
Okay.
Action, and it wasn't as expensive as they have been on eBay. Oh my god, I'm so happy I did this. So this is
the big one,
12-inch talking Hogan from Hasbro. So now I totally bought it because now I don't care. Like he's got the pull string.
Right. And then
the guy said the voice box doesn't work that great. I'm okay with that because I'm not really going to be pulling it. Right. I strictly want this for display. Look at this fucking thing. I'm so happy with this.
Got the guns out and
yep. And the t-shirt is in the print on the t-shirt is in good shape. Everything's in good shape about this, except for the fact that his voice is a little fast. But I'm super stoked to finally own this. I got to get the Ultimate Warrior one. I never had these as a kid either. So like this is like the first time I'm holding this in my life. And this is something I've always wanted.
I remember seeing them all the time. Like, in Toys R Us or wherever.
Yeah, man, I'm so pumped. But I think I paid $90 for this. I think I sold. Now everybody's like, oh my God, he's spent a lot of money this week. But I sold my Masters of the Universe Origins collection. And that's where I got the money for that and Bam Bam Bigelow. So I'm trying to flip things over into, and kind of flip and put, reinvest and things like that. So
sure.
I got my eye on the Ultimate Warrior one now, though, that I got that. Now that I got the Hogan, I need the Warrior. But that was, I got the bald Shawn Michaels. That's what I need to post a picture of. I got the bald Shawn Michaels basic. It was $9.99 on Amazon, and I was like, you know what? I got to order this. It's so bad. I got to order it.
It's so bad. It's good.
That's the one I wish I actually had I would have put it up on the screen here.
Right.
And then I did a mystery box thing, which I subscribed to Pro Wrestle Crate, but this brand of sportswear that I love, 47 brand, they make hats, they make shirts, hoodies, all that stuff. And they're based in Boston. They had a huge Memorial Day sale, and then they do these mystery boxes where you pay it was $8 for a t-shirt. I think $11 for a hat. So I had some rewards. I was like, you know what? I never buy these mystery things. Let's do it. So I bought 3. I got 2 hats and a shirt. Now, you don't know what team you're getting. You don't know what you're getting. You just know the style of shirt you're getting and the style of hats you're getting. Like you're getting either a fitted, like dad hat or a adjustable dad hat. So I did it. I went in and I was like, after I ordered, I said to my wife, I'm like, man, I'm going to get like the Lakers, the Canadians, and like the Yankees, like the 3 teams I hate, the Jets. So
Cowboys.
I get the box. I should have done a live unboxing because I got the box. I open it up. The first thing that comes out, Alabama Crimson Tide hat. I'm like, what am I going to do with this? I don't care about Roll Tide. I'm like, all right, whatever. Second thing that comes out, Cincinnati Reds fitted dad hat. I'm like, it's red. Like if it was a black Cincinnati Reds hat, I'd probably with like the white C and like some red trim, I'd wear it. But I'm a ginger. I'm a heavy guy. I'm pale as fuck. I can't wear red. So luckily my stepdad is a Reds fan. He's from Ohio.
Okay.
So I gave that to him. And then the last thing was a Denver Broncos t-shirt. So I basically wasted all my points on all this junk. So if you like the Denver Broncos or you like the Alabama Crimson Tide, slide into our DMs. I will send you that stuff for free.
The Denver Broncos.
Yeah. I'm like, come on, man. What the hell? But if you like either the Alabama, if you like the Crimson Tide or
if you're rolling Tide,
or the Denver Broncos, slide into our DMs and I'll send you the shirt or the hat for free. So and that's it for my weekly purchases, man. I'm gonna have a shitload more next week when I am in Baltimore for the Major Brothers show. We're going.
Oh, that's true. Hunting. Yeah, you're about to. Yeah. So you're about to.
Honestly, though, like there's not a ton I'm looking for. Plus, I'm flying, so like I don't really want to. I don't want to buy the Ultimate Warrior version of this and then stuff it in my duffel bag.
Hey, I bought some stuff while I was out there.
That's true. With it. That's true. Yeah, you were walking into the airport with like a plastic bag full of figures. I love that.
It had people looking at me, and I didn't give not one damn. So, but yeah, I think I am going to talk to you about that Warrior figure.
What do you? Oh, the Royal Rumble one?
Yes.
All right, cool. Yeah, let me know, man. Let me know. We'll work something out for you. Yep. And that's it for I think Walk That Toy Out, DJ. You got anything else to throw in?
I think I threw it all in.
All right, man. Let's jump on over to Falls Count Anywhere. Falls Count Anywhere is the last segment of our show. It's the part of the show where we step out of the wrestling ring and we talk about whatever the hell we want, pop culture, professional sports, video games. We really talk about anything that we want. And we've got a new feature for you here in Walk That Toy Aisle that we'll get to here in just a little bit. DJ, man, the Lakers going to pull it out tonight. What's going on?
Oh, they're getting
I'm watching.
Yeah,
now that the Bruins are over, I'm watching.
Yeah, they're getting that ass whoop right now.
How did you feel about LeBron walking off the other night with 5 minutes left in the game?
So here's the thing with me. I'm not the biggest LeBron James fan. Like I think he'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer and all that kind of stuff. But just not.
Oh, for sure.
And I think he's definitely I'm glad he's on our team. I'm glad he helped us get a championship last year. But I'm not a blind witness. Okay, so put it that way. I'll just put it like that. It didn't surprise me, to be honest with you. Like I've seen him have an attitude before, and I think he is very because a lot of people take when they want to talk about LeBron being the GOAT, like that's one of the things they like to throw out there. Oh, he's never been eliminated in a first round matchup in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. And there's a real, even especially looking at this score right now, there's a real chance of that happening.
Yeah.
And then now that's gone. Like now that part of his legacy is gone. And I see him as a person that really takes, he really takes note of the points on his legacy. So he's not happy. He wasn't happy with it. And, I think one thing about winning that championship with the Lakers, I mean, you got to remember they won it in October.
Right.
And then we started the league back in, right after right around Christmas. Right. So that was not the break that that teams usually get. And, this team's older and you have AD who is injury prone. So this was my fear with the Lakers was that you're going to have AD get hurt from all of the, and then you're going to have LeBron, Father Time at least tapping LeBron on the shoulder.
Yeah. I just don't like seeing, I mean, I get it. Pro athletes are babies. Like, let's be real here. I just hate seeing stuff like that where they're walking off, they're down, I'm trying to, and I get, quote Charles Barkley, they're not my role. They're not responsible for raising my kids or whatever. But I hate that, my 10-year-old son's watching this and he sees LeBron. He thinks it's okay because LeBron's doing it to walk off with 5 minutes left and you're down, and I'm trying to teach him, you play to the final whistle. You don't give up. You show respect to your teammates and your opponents and stuff like that. So I am very upset. Not upset. I'm actually happy that the Celtics are out because it was just going to be painful. The longer it went, the more painful it was going to be. Yes, they won the play-in game, but they were not built to win a championship this season. And then right after, Danny Ainge says, I'm going to step down and Brad Stevens isn't going to coach anymore. And I think some winds of change are coming through for the Boston Celtics. We'll see what happens. But interesting theory actually going around the sports talk radio in Boston is that Brad Stevens is waiting for Mike Krzyzewski to be done at Duke and he'll go over and coach Duke once Coach K is done over there. So it's just
not Shire.
Yeah, it's just they're Brad Stevens is a coach. He's going to want to coach. But we'll see what actually happens. That's all just, I think, hearsay, like us talking about, WWE selling and stuff like that. But NHL playoffs have been a blast to watch, not just the Bruins games, but every series, games are going to overtime. Both there, 2 games tonight. It was the Bruins and the Islanders, and then the Lightning and the Hurricanes, and both games went to overtime. Just playoff hockey. If you're not a hockey fan, you need to watch playoff hockey. Playoff hockey is the absolute best.
It's
absolute best.
It's definitely faster.
Faster. They hit harder.
I saw somebody get knocked out. He was trying to get a rebound. He came around and
that was the Canadians and Jets last night. And the guy who threw that hit got suspended for 4 games tonight. It was a little bit of a dirty hit. Mm-hmm. He wasn't playing the puck and just it was dirty. It was dirty. I was
Mhm.
showing my wife it this morning. The guy was literally like knocked out as he was going to the ice, which is like dangerous. Like that's where like a lot of the injuries happen.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's our sports talk. Playoffs. Actually, watching
It's playoff time. It is playoff time.
This is one of my favorite times of year. I mean, obviously it's a little weird because things were pushed back a little bit with the like usually the Stanley Cup final is going on right now, but with COVID and everything, things are kind of pushed back a little bit. But this is like my favorite part of the year where it's like baseball season is pretty good right now. And then you got the NHL and the NBA playoffs, and it's just a great time to be a sports fan. There's something good on every single night. And we were saying that last week with like AEW Double or Nothing. It's like, why are you putting this on a Sunday night on Memorial Day weekend? Like there's so much to watch. You also had like, I only remember this because me and my kid ended up watching it, but like that day you also had the Indy 500. You had the Coca-Cola 600, which is like a big NASCAR race. Like there's just so much going on that weekend that it was like crazy that they would be like, you know what's a good time to put on a pay-per-view? Memorial Day weekend.
And I was literally out, like I was out and about, like basically that whole weekend we were doing stuff. Like, I barely, the way I watched AEW, the way I watched the pay-per-view was when it was over. There are YouTube channels that will show you the whole pay-per-view right after it's over.
Yep.
And I sat after she fell asleep, I was sitting there with my iPad and I watched the pay-per-view.
Yep. All right. Let's move on to our next topic here for False Count Anywhere. Seth Rogen is putting together the next Ninja Turtles movie. It's going to be CGI. Mm-hmm. He tweeted out some notes of it, and according to IGN, first announced back in 2020, Rogen's reboot is being developed in conjunction with Paramount and Nickelodeon. Rogen says that it will use the teenage aspect of the story as a jumping off point for the story. It's a lifelong Turtle fan. Weirdly, the teenage part of Ninja Turtles was always the part that stuck out to me the most. And as someone who loves teenage movies and who's made a lot of teenage movies and who literally got their start in their entire professional by writing a teenage movie, the idea of kind of honing in on that element was really exciting to us. I'm actually kind of looking forward to this. I feel like Seth Rogen is somebody obviously who's like our age or close to it. And I think I just think he's going to respect the past of it. The stuff.
He's a comic fan.
He's going to respect
he had
the
Green
history
Hornet
of it.
Yeah. He did Green Hornet and he talks about comic stuff all the time. I agree with you. I think he's gonna, this is probably like if you needed a big name director for this is probably the guy.
Yeah. What did you think of the previous Turtle series where like Sheamus was in it and stuff like that?
The first one was actually not bad.
I'm going the opposite. I thought the first one was bad, but the second one was much better.
And I did like I think that was the second one, like the first scene, like they were like watching the game like on the ceiling of MSG.
Yeah,
I thought
MSG,
that was kind of cool. But it was like, it kind of reminded I guess because of the director, it reminded me of Transformers and how, just being able to see these characters interact in a real life, and not look like a Disney, like a mascot walking around the Disneyland or something,
Yeah.
So that's, so that part was very impressive. And then, so let's see what happens with CGI here. So with the Turtles this time.
For sure. I'm all in, man. I'm excited for more Turtles. I won't buy the toys. I'm sticking with my classic toys, my NECA toys. I'm not buying new movie toys. I didn't buy them last time.
That.
Even the character Sheamus played, I didn't buy. So, all right, guys, let's do our brand new feature here on Walk That Toy Aisle. It is power rankings every week. Yes, more power rankings is exactly what you need. We're gonna put a fun spin on it though, and have a little discussion. It might get heated sometimes because I hate Snickers. I think Pepsi's superior than Coke. Yeah. So here's how it's going to go. We're going to give you our top 5 of some different topic every week. We'll debate it. We'll talk about it. But yeah, every week we're going to get into something different with the power rankings. It might be topical. It might be just random. This, for the first one, we picked road trip foods. You know, summer is Memorial Day weekend just happened. That's like the unofficial kickoff of summer. So road trips. I didn't put, well, I guess I have to put them in order because it's power rankings.
Yeah.
So you want to go first, and I'll put mine in order here real quick.
All right. So number 5, I have donuts.
Okay.
Man,
I just had this conversation with somebody.
Yep.
I'm not a donut guy. Like,
no, I noticed that when we had our road trip.
Yeah, I will much rather get like sausage, egg, and cheese, or ham, egg, and cheese. Like, I'd rather get a breakfast sandwich, even a bagel or a muffin. I would rather get than a donut. I'm not a huge donut guy. Although if I'm on a road trip, donut is quick and easy. You know what I do love, and it's part donut, is donut holes. Like Dunkin' Donuts calls them munchkins, dude. I could eat a whole fucking box of those. Which is bad.
Donut holes count. That counts.
All right, so that's your number 5.
That's my number 5.
My number 5 is Doritos. There is nothing better than going into the gas station and grabbing a bag of Doritos and just munching on those with a Pepsi or a Mountain Dew while you're driving.
Well,
actually, that's a lie. I said there's nothing better. There's 4 things I think are better.
Yeah,
that's my number 5.
That's hilarious. Well, coincidentally enough, that's my number 4 is Doritos.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Cool Ranch or nacho cheese?
All right. So if I find them, my go-to is taco flavor.
Oh.
Yep.
All right.
And then then after that, I like the spicy nacho cheese.
All right.
And then Cool Ranch.
Years ago, before my son was born, in another life, me and my wife and some friends got together. My parents were involved as well. We did a Dorito taste off where you were blindfolded and you knew what flavors you had before. I talked about this before because we did it with cereal too. You were blindfolded, and the moms, like my mom actually was there. My friend's mom was there helping out. And they would actually, you knew what flavors were purchased, but you didn't know what was in your bowl. So you'd have a couple of each chip and you had to guess what was in your bowl. First round was like 1 flavor. Second round was 2. Third round was 3. And you know what flavor was really good of Doritos that they don't make anymore is cheeseburger flavor. It was like you
never had it over here.
Oh man, you could literally taste like the ketchup, pickle, mustard. It was really good.
Wow.
My number 4, I'm gonna go with McDonald's chicken nuggets.
Okay.
Poppable, easy to eat while you're driving.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Put away a 20 piece, no problem. So that's my number 4.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Because you need it, you need to be able to handle it, and not and just basically reach in the bag and handle it.
Right. As much as I love Taco Bell, I'm not getting Taco Bell if I'm driving on a road trip because I'm going to get lettuce all over my lap. Probably some kind of juice.
It's not a very good. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. My number 3 is licorice.
Oh, yeah. You talked about licorice before. I'm not a licorice fan.
Yeah, because it keeps me and I might have said this last time I talked about licorice. The reason why it's one of my favorite candies is because I'm a nail biter. Like in an unconscious nail biter. Like I don't even know I'm doing it, and then I'm like, oh wait, I'm biting my nails. And then so of course sitting in a car for a few hours, and driving. So you're doing something that you don't really have to use all of your brain all the time. Then I'm gonna start to bite my nails. Licorice keeps me from doing that. All right. So that's why. And then I like the taste. There's the different flavors and.
I'm shitting on licorice here, but I like Twizzlers pull and peel, and I just remembered that those are licorice.
Okay. I usually go with the Aussie licorice that's kind of thick.
Yep. In my mind, those were just like chewy candy. It wasn't really like licorice, but my number 3 is a Wendy's 4 for $4. Again, you're driving. It's nuggets, fries, a soda, and some kind of sandwich, but the sandwich isn't like one of their giant deluxe sandwiches. It's like a junior bacon cheeseburger or chicken sandwich. something that you can, it's poppable. You can hold it with one hand while you're driving safely, and devour the whole thing. If you watch my blog or vlog for the last Major Brothers show down in Baltimore, I drove down there and I ate as I start the video, I'm like finishing up a Wendy's 4 for $4. So
well, I mean, so
I had to throw that on there.
Yeah, and it proves to be a real vlog. Like you were. It was based in reality.
That's right.
My number 2 is fries.
Okay, I'm not going to debate fries being valuable to any. Fries are the best. I love fries.
That's why I was like, as I was doing this, I was like, fries. Like, what am I thinking about? Like, like there have been times that I could just pull into whatever place, as I've gotten hungry and dude, give me a large fries. And
real quick.
Yeah.
Is there any place that has better any fast food place that you can eat on a road trip that has better fries than McDonald's?
McDonald's is hard to beat, man. That's a hard one to beat. I would say a rival. So I'm not going to even say better, but I'll say a rival for me is Popeye's fries.
Oh, I just had Popeye's fries this past weekend. I stopped at Popeye's and got the chicken sandwich, and the fries were really good. I'll steal
a
that
rival.
same.
I didn't say that.
Yes.
Not
Yep. And I'll steal that same page with you. But on the back of that page, so as a rival, not a rival, just pretty good fries.
Okay.
The Chick-fil-A waffle fries.
And I did okay, funny enough. So this last weekend also, like while we were out on the road, so one day we had the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and fries.
Yep.
And then coming back, just so that, so this experiment worked out like it should, we had the Popeyes chicken sandwich and fries. And we were both thinking the Popeye chicken sandwich and fries is better than the Chick-fil-A.
I love it. What are we on? Number 2?
I did what's your number 2?
My number 2 is a Twix ice cream bar.
Okay.
Twix ice cream bar. A lot of memories driving home from Red Sox games on the Mass Pike and stopping at a gas station or a service center on the side there, side of the road, and grabbing one of those on the ride home. It's probably my favorite ice cream novelty, that you get at an ice cream truck or in that big freezer in a gas station. Probably my favorite ice cream. It's like vanilla ice cream, little cookie pieces and caramel, and then wrapped in a chocolate shell. It's so good, so damn good. Chef's kiss.
I have to try that. That made me want to try one.
They sell them in the grocery store, but I don't know if it's how sometimes you buy stuff at the grocery store and then you buy it at the gas station. It's not the same. Yeah. So I don't know that they are the same. I've never bought them outside of a gas station. So
I'm only going to buy that at a gas station. Just
single one and try it. But what's your number 1 favorite road trip food?
So, and like you said, so honorable mention, so we're saying, just letting everybody know, remember, we're just doing food, but honorable mention is drinks. Maybe one day we'll do this and do the best road trip drink. Yeah. But honorable mention, there are drinks that I like just to let everybody know. But number 1 for me, beef jerky.
Ooh, where the hell was I going? I think I was going to my kids'
especially
baseball
the
game.
mom and pop places, when you find the mom and pop places that make beef jerky. Oh, you feel like you had a piece of steak or something while you're.
Yeah, so good. I love beef jerky. It didn't make my list, but I do love jerky.
Yes.
My number 1, I'm sticking with ice cream, man. I love ice cream. I'm a sucker for ice cream. You guys have Cumberland Farms out there?
We do not.
Cumberland Farms is a chain gas station here in New England. And they're usually pretty big. They have you can get you can get your Slurpees, you can get pizza, you can get wings. Okay. They've got all kinds they've got their own brand of food that they sell. I mean, it's gas station stuff, so it's not the best quality, but one of the things that they have
the job done.
one of the things they have under their brand is the Chipwich ice cream sandwiches. where it's like the chocolate chip cookie, vanilla ice cream,
and
then another chocolate chip cookie. However, Howard Finkel voice. However, they have one that is a brownie, vanilla ice cream, and then brownie. That is my number one road trip food. And when I'm having like a cheat, if me and my wife are driving out to Cape Cod for vacation, I stop at a Cumberland Farms vacation on the way, and I have one as a cheat meal. It's so
vacation. Snack. I think like whatever you're doing, like all bets are off on vacation.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's why you went on the diet.
That's right. That's what I was gonna say. I always try to lose weight before vacation. I build it up so I can knock it down.
Yeah, because this month I'm going to an all-inclusive, so I'm trying to lose as much weight as I can.
The last time I went to an all-inclusive, I came back and I actually had lost weight. I don't know why, because I didn't do shit while we went to the Dominican. Wow. We're in an all-inclusive. I was drinking margaritas all day, eating whatever I want at the buffet. Maybe I just sweated out, but like literally the rest of the day we weren't eating. We were laying in a cabana. Right. So like it wasn't like we were at the pool or at the beach in a cabana.
Right.
So wow. But that's our top 5 power rankings for road trip food. I want to know what our listeners
I'm about to say let us know.
Yeah. Foods are. Tweet us, Instagram us, and we will share some of the answers next week. And we have no idea what next week's top 5 power rankings are going to be. But it'll be something good.
We're week to week.
That's right. Before we wrap up here, DJ, what are you watching?
Man, so I'm still going through that series Them on Amazon. For those of you that are interested in that type of American history, I think you'll like the show. It's a deep show. Like, man, and it's not. I won't like for kids that are a little bit sensitive. It's not for them. Right. Of course, the playoffs. Can't keep my eyes off. Like the Portland Utah game before we got on. Went down to the wire and was a damn good game. I can't like Damian Lillard is just a hell of a player. And so is Joker and Joker on Utah.
Yep.
And then that Tyson documentary, like I see you have it listed for you as well. You hit me that it started. So I've been catching up with it and I'm like, this is, man, it's like just like you said, it's like the Tyson version of The Last Dance with the Bulls. And we're finding out stuff and, stuff you didn't know about. This is like this summer's Last Dance, in my opinion.
Yeah. It was, I only took in a couple episodes. I think I watched the first 2.
That's all there is anyway.
Oh, okay. I watched it on Hulu, so I was like, am I watching
these week to week? So this weekend they'll have another one.
All right. And it's been so good from start to finish.
Another chef's kiss. It's just like,
yep.
And this is what I've always said. Like, so with Mike, it was when he got away from Customato, when Customato passed, I should say. And when he got away from Kevin Rudy, that was in his corner, that was pretty much his last connection with Customato. That was it. It was downhill from there. But I thought he was unstoppable when he had that, like when he was that disciplined, he was unstoppable. I don't think there's anybody that would have been able to beat him.
Yeah. So good. Highly recommend it. Like I said, it's I've been watching it on Hulu, but it's every weekend there's a new episode on ABC. Good stuff. Good stuff. And with that, guys, we're back to a 2-hour episode. I looked at our sheet here, and DJ, I was like, we're gonna have a quick show tonight. And DJ is like, no, it's gonna be long. He's like, we got a lot to talk about. So, all right, guys, we're gonna wrap up here. We got some shout outs, of course. Make sure you hit up figurecollections.com/shop, proud sponsor of the Run In podcast. Use the code RUN IN for 10% off those Cello retros. Make sure you hit up the Fig Cave podcast. That is our boy Phil Gentile's podcast. And he's got a little deal for you over at collarandelbowbrand.com. Buy a shirt over there or a hoodie or a pair of shorts and put the code in CAVE and save yourself 10%. We also want to shout out the WrestleGeddon podcast. Of course, the call up with our boy Kenny. Buy, sell, trade toys on Instagram. Don't forget, he's giving away a 3-pack of Pokemon booster packs just for listening to our show and retweeting this episode, the Twin Pete tweet that is out on our Twitter account and the episode post that is on our Instagram. And you can save 10% on his inventory at Buy Sell Trade Toys on Instagram. Use the code RUN10. Turnbuckle Tavern Podcast, Coming Down the Aisle Podcast. Keystone Collectibles, you can use the code RUN10 for 10% off over there. And Heroes Hideout, use the code RUN10, or I'm sorry, RUN space in for 10% off. If you are in the New England area or the New York area, they have a ton of meet and greets coming up, including
they do.
The Outsiders. They've got all. Man, I just tried to go to their website.
Darby Allin, right?
All of them up. I believe Darby Allin will be there. Rob Van Dam, Bret Hart. These are all ones coming to the Holyoke Mall in Holyoke, Mass. Store. RVD. JTG is going to be there. So yeah, just a ton of guys coming to. Darby Allin is going to be there. The guy formerly known as Tucker. John Moxley is going to be in their Albany store on the 23rd. Jerry Lawler will be there. So tons of meet and greets over there. And they are going to be putting up some WWE Elite pre-orders tomorrow. So on Friday. So make sure you are paying attention to their website and get all the stuff that you need. So I can't wait. I'm going to definitely go to that outsider signing up in Holyoke. And I've met Nash before, but I have never met Scott Hall, and he's been on my list of guys I definitely want to meet. So,
and now that he's on the sober side, I think it'll be more fun. It'll be more fun to meet him this time. They
got Trish Stratus coming, Lex Luger, Bob Holly, Greg Valentine. I just clicked. Just found all their.
When is that?
Mighty Ducks reunion. Trish is at WrestleFest, which is their I
see. I'm looking at it now.
That's November 14th. John Moxley is October 23rd.
Right, that's the one that's in pink that we're thinking is going to have more women wrestlers in it.
Darby Allin is July 17th. The Outsiders not on their website right yet.
Right on my birthday is going to be Darby Allin.
Nice. So yeah, check out Heroes Hideout. Check out their Facebook page. That's where you can get probably the most up-to-date info on their meet and greets. Make sure you subscribe over on YouTube, youtube.com/The Run-In Podcast. Hit up our brand new website, runinpod.com. You can follow along on Twitter. It's at Run-In Podcast. Look for that pinned tweet to get yourself those Pokemon cards. Instagram is at The Run-In Pod. My Twitter and Instagram are both at Tommy Paradise, PAIRODICE. DJ, what you got?
Man, I got Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch is Fig Night 27, FIGKNIGHT 27. And yes, nice. I am still in there playing, and I come on, I do hit the live button on my PlayStation controller, and I'm on there shooting people up.
Love it. I still got to get on there and do all that. But ProWrestlingTees.com/runinpod and write a review, subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. Thank you guys for listening. My name is Tommy Paradise.
And it's your boy DJ up in the rafters.
And it's been another episode of the Run-In Podcast. Thanks for listening. Good night.